Our salvation is the work of God. Although there is a human element in it and there is a great mystery regarding the will of man and the will of God, we do know this: salvation is primarily a work of God, and He who begins the good work will finish it. Now look at our text in verse 24. I want to accentuate, I want to emphasize the personal pronoun I that refers to God. Listen to what it says. For I, God speaking, I will take them from the nations. I will gather you into your own lands. I will bring you into your own land. I will sprinkle clean water on you, and you will be clean. I will cleanse you from all your filthiness. I will cleanse you from all your idols. I will put a new heart within you. I will put a new spirit within you. I will remove the heart of stone from your flesh. I will give you a heart of flesh. I will put my spirit within you, and I will cause you to walk in my statutes. Do you see what God is saying? He's saying, I'm going to do a work of salvation. I am going to create a new people called the church, and I am going to do it, and it is going to succeed, and through its succeeding, it is going to prove to the nations how powerful I am. So if God saves a person, He's going to do these things in the life of that person. Is He doing these things in your life? What are these things? First of all, He's going to work to make you holy. He's going to little by little remove from you your desire and your fellowship with the world. And He's going to replace that with a desire and a fellowship with Christ. Is He doing that? Since your supposed conversion, are you growing in your devotion to God and your love for Christ? Are you growing in holiness? Or are you the same person that you were when you began? Do you still love the world? Do you still want to be like the world? Now let's go to verse 25. He says, Then I will sprinkle clean water on you, and you will be clean. I will cleanse you from all your filthiness and from all your idols. One of the things that the Lord will do when He has truly saved a person is, again, He will begin to do a work of cleansing them. The moment we believe in Jesus Christ, we are justified and we are right with God through faith. But if we have truly believed, God is going to begin to do a lifetime work of sanctification in us, of changing us, of cleansing us from all our filthiness and from all our idols. And I want you to know something. He can do it. He is sovereign over the believer. And He can work in that believer's life to make that believer clean, to cause that believer to grow in holiness. Let me give you an example. When I was a little boy, I was raised on a farm. The one thing about boys who are raised on a farm is that they are always dirty. Always. And I was the dirtiest of all of them. Everywhere I had a crack or a crease or a crevice, there was dirt. Because I was always playing in the fields, working in the fields with my father. Just a farm boy, always dirty. One time when I was about 9 or 10 years old, I came into the house late at night, having been in the fields all day. I was very tired, and my mother said, Paul, you need to take a bath. And of course, I was 9 or 10 years old. I was becoming a man. And I told my mom, Mom, I don't think I'm going to take a bath tonight. All of a sudden, the entire face of my mother changed. And my mother looked at me, and I still can see the picture of her face, and it still terrifies me. She looked at me and she said, You will take a bath. So I said, okay, I'll take a bath. So I go in there, I open up the water a little bit, just a few drops. Because boys who live on farms, they love to swim in the river and everything, but they're afraid of water that's in a bathtub. I don't know why. So I turned on the water and a few drops came out and I did like this. And then I grabbed my mother's white towel and I dried myself off, and now the towel was black. And everything was going along just fine until my mom walked in the door. And my mother looked at me, and she turned that water on, She grabbed me by the back of the neck and she stuck me down in that water. Thought I was going to drown. And my mother was a woman who worked most of her life on the farm. Her hands were like metal files. And she grabbed me and started scrubbing and scrubbing. And when I came out of that bathtub, I was glowing with the Shekinah glory of God. I had lost at least 3 layers of skin, but I was clean. Now, I want you to think about something. Is my mother more powerful than God? Some preachers, I think, would say yes. But the Bible says no. God says, I will sprinkle clean water on you. And notice what he says, you will be clean. You will.